You know what it is, man? I'm just, and for good reason, I try to just stay to my circle and, stay to just my people because, this whole content creation space, this podcasting space, and everyone is an entrepreneur, everyone has a brand, everyone has, while all of those things are great, I just think that it causes people to do things that are just lack integrity and just lack morality and things like that. And I'm just somebody that can never trade that in for no content or no, brand. I just can't do it. So it's disappointing to see people, when they say things that they know isn't true, when they, say things just for having something to say, having a story to push, wanting to get views and subscriptions and things like that, wanting to go viral. It's just disappointing the things that people will say and do. And then I start to feel like, the fucking Debbie Downer. But it's like, I think it's fly when you can have a viral moment, when you can do all of those things and still have your integrity and your morals intact. That to me is the fly shit. Like, don't go viral and don't try to create a moment and create content based off of bullshit and lies. Like, let it be integrity. Have a truthful, go viral for telling the truth.
So what lies did they put on you?
Yeah, I was going to say what?
Well, all right. Well, let's start with, I was never upset.
I have never spoke to anybody, not to cut you off. Maul, me, Jamal. I have never spoken to anybody about feeling overworked and underpaid a day in my life. Not nobody on this planet have I ever had a conversation with, hey, I feel like I'm overworked and underpaid. I have never said that in my life. Y'all work with me. Y'all know me. I very, very rarely express any grievances about shit. I'm always feel like, yo, if that's what y'all think is cool, let's go with it. So why would I go to somebody that essentially works for me and tell them I feel like I'm overpaid and overworked and underpaid? It just doesn't make sense, bro. And I get it. You're trying to have a conversation. You're trying to add to a conversation. You're trying to have a moment with somebody that you probably deem as being, this figure, this high figure. I don't know. I don't know what dudes be feeling like. But it's just like, just tell the truth, though. Like, let's be real. Like, don't just sit there and try to have these ha-ha moments and seem like you have this really dope relationship with somebody. And it's like at the expense of me, a person that.
But that's what I think. That's the reason why he did it, was to protect his relationship with.
There is no relationship there.
Well, he's on their podcast. There is a relationship.
I have no idea what their.
You don't count that as a relationship at all?
No.
I know my relationship.
You know how many people have been on my show that I don't have a relationship with?
Yeah, but you wouldn't let them on if you didn't like at least respect them or at least be curious to.
Now you're saying something totally different. I'm not saying you don't have to respect somebody. I'm just saying that don't mean you have a relationship there.
Yeah,
it's just like we gotta understand the words that we use in here. Like this whole content creation thing has blurred so many lines and so many things for people where I sit back and I see shit sometime and I'm just like, damn, like I'm the only one really still playing by these rules. So really, I'm the outcast. Really, I'm the outlier. Like it's like,
wait. So what are the rules?
I mean, just have some integrity and morals as a person, as a human.
I think that's gone in
but no, just as a human.
Yeah, the content world.
Human, I understand.
Fuck the content world, just as a human.
Oh, okay. Well,
especially when you talking about real shit. When you talking about things that really happened, like let's keep it really real. Like, so let's say what really happened.
So what really happened?
I can come in if you'd like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yo.
Pause. Go ahead.
Come on.
I guess that's a pause.
Yeah.
And I'll even tie it into the conversation I had.
But I am disappointed. Let me just say that.
Go ahead.
I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed because, me, I fuck with everybody until they give me a reason not to fuck with them. That's just my motto. So I'm disappointed, but I understand at the same time. I get it. I understand. Everybody is trying to do their thing. Everybody trying to, have allies and have relationships where they think they may be at. I get it. I understand everybody's not built like me. I understand everybody's not going to arrive to their goals and their destinations with their morals and their integrity and their book bag. People part ways with that all the time. I'm not one of those people. So whenever I feel like integrity and morals is no longer in play, then I step out of it. Y'all can have that. But it's just disappointing to see people that you like, people that you fuck with, people that you feel like, you were good to, people that you feel like you were respectful to, then for whatever reason, I guess they feel like there's no relationship with me because I don't see nobody. I don't hang out with people. I don't talk to people. So they probably feel like, I don't have no relationship with Maul anyway, so it doesn't matter what I say. I could totally just throw shit on him that's not true. He's not going to reach out to me. I'm never going to see him. We don't. It's not like he's going to stop hanging out with me. We don't hang out now. So I think it'd be like that for a lot of people too. It's like I really just be in my own zone. Like,
so what really happened?
Well, I reached out to Savon. I have no issue at all with Savon doing a podcast or even talking about that situation, because to some degree, Savon was part of that and was there, as well as Scream Man. I'll even start with appreciating that Savon gave pushback to this whole secret meeting shit. But where I was disappointed, along with Maul, was in telling that story, which I expressed to Savon the day that came out. My only issue is that you completely lied. And so did Scream Man. Not at one point during that quote-unquote meeting did Maul or I say we were overworked and underpaid.
I've never said that in my life.
Y'all said.
I've never said that to anybody.
The guys talking to Joe in this conversation, along with Parks and Erickson, were the ones that said to Maul and I, we are overworked and underpaid. So why the fuck is this being put in some weird narrative now that was something Maul and I said?
I think because you guys are already ostracized from the situation, that they're like, well, any other thing that we had, any qualms that we had, we can just pin it on them because you guys are now retroactively removed from the situation. So if I had some residual beef with Joe or anyone else, fuck it. Blame it on, it was Rory and Maul's idea.
Let's call it what it is, bro.
And then Scream Man lying, yo, why is Maul coming to me to tell me this? That never happened once, ever. Like that's just a flat, and that was weird. To be honest, Scream Man, and I wouldn't say I like know him.
Y'all keep calling him that.
That's my. I mean, that was my guy. I fucked with him like as a person in the time that he spent. I've seen him around every now and then, text whatever. I've always fucked with Scream Man as a person.
Yeah.
This showed a whole new light to me with Scream Man.
I'm disappointed, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Like you just flat out lied and said Maul came to you that he was overworked and underpaid. Yo, why Maul telling me this? He never did tell you that. You made that up.
You want me to keep it 100 with you? I've never had a real conversation with Scream Man. I'm gonna call him Alex.
Yeah. My bad. Scream Man, I mean respectfully.
Cool dude.
I know.
Called him Scream Man. Cool dude.
I've fucked with those guys.
I never had a real lengthy conversation with him in my life. We talked about shit that's, topical shit, music, some shit somebody said online, things like that. I never went to him and said, yo, I'm overworked and underpaid. I've never went to anybody in my life and said that. So it's like, I just don't, and again, this shit is I'm tired of even talking about this shit. I want to be as far removed from that situation as I almost want people to forget I was ever even a part of that situation. Like, that's just where I'm at with it, like, in my life. Like, I don't care to talk about it, but it's just disappointing when you hear people still talking about that shit. And then it's like, yo, that's not true. And I understand the truth is not as entertaining as making up a story and, content, what goes viral. The truth of the matter is not that viral. It's not a viral thing. Money was stolen from us. Money was taken from us. We asked for the accounting just to correct it. It's not entertaining, but that's literally what it was. We just wanted to correct the situation. And then the staff came to us with their grievances about what was going on. And me and Rory looked at each other like, damn, like.
I was waiting for an Uber.
So you were also trying to leave.
Yes.
Like, it's just like.
There was no meeting. They came to Maul and I, and they started that conversation. And I was like, well, I guess I'll cancel my Uber. Seems like you guys have a lot on your mind.
So from that
Which was said in the original, if you go back to the response video that
bro, our story has never changed.
It's never changed. Bro. They came to us. And
I just
don't like that narrative. That's why I'm not even discussing anything Dude said, because we've been down that path. I'm with Maul. I'm tired of talking about that. I'm strictly talking about two people that I did respect and had some type of relationship with, Savon especially, and Alex. To flat out create that narrative. When I talked to Savon about it, and I didn't approach him in an angry way, because again, we have a pretty good relationship. We don't hang out like that, but we speak. I said, Savon, good and well, Maul and I never said that shit. He's like, no, I said it, that's what production was saying. I said, go back and listen to that episode.
Yes.
And he said, oh yeah, now I can see why it sounded like you and Maul said that.
Bam.
And he said he'll clear it up. And again, this isn't to start a beef with Savon. We had a good conversation, and I said exactly what I'm saying now.
I'm disappointed, man.
I just thought it was weird because Everything else is what it is. I just don't like being quiet about these types of narratives.
Yeah.
Everything else can be entertainment, this and that, but don't put something on my jacket when I was trying to put my money up, 40 grand a month that I was going to get to give back to y'all. That's not overworked and underpaid. Like me trying to go
Like,
out of the goodness of my heart to give y'all money.
People forget
and then this
that
is how
part.
y'all do it. Like it's just weird to me.
People forget that part. Like, what? Just go back and listen to the first video we recorded, bro.
The Patreon money that I was trying to steal from Maul, I was trying to give to Savon.
It doesn't make any sense, and I get it. The truth is not entertaining sometimes. The truth is not viral. I get it. But come on, man. Like, have some integrity. Have some morals. Have some...
Okay.
Just where your nuts at. Like...
No, Rory and Mom.
Man, were they lucky, Maul. They just got a sneak peek into our Patreon content. To see the full episode and all our other Patreon episodes, please go to patreon.com/newroryandmaul. Get access to our Discord chat, early releases on sketches, merch, maybe even date Maul for the right tier. He's available.
That has to be the right tier.
Okay.
That's
What's
my
the price though for that? We can add that now.
We're looking at a little 30K maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that you own your value.
Yeah. 30K.
30K and you can have sex with Maul.
Yep. Let's do it.
Patreon.com/RoryandMaul.